Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to revise the paper that came in 2022, that is for computer studies. This is the paper the external candidates wrote. This is grade 9 junior secondary school external examination. So it is a paper that is prepared by Examination Council of Zambia. Okay, so this is the paper I'm going to revise with you. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you find this video helpful, remember to like and also share with your friends. Remember, sharing is caring. So please, we really want to hear your take on how we're going to proceed in the comment section. So anytime you have got a query, anytime you feel like you haven't understood clearly, you can still ask in the comment section and we'll be glad to respond to your questions. Okay, so what I'm going to give you are proposed answers, and we also welcome if there are some advice or some comments that are related to answers. We are going to be grateful and we'll react to them positively. Otherwise, let's go to the next step, which is we're going to go into reading out instructions, being the first paper for computer studies to be done on our channel. So we're going to go through instructions so that you may understand. Remember, instructions are part of an examination. So if you don't fully understand the instructions, there is no way you can pass an exam. So let's go straight to the instructions. Okay, so before you go into the actual instruction, you should also note that the time for this paper is 1 hour 45 minutes and it carries 70 marks. So you should make sure that this paper you answer it before 1 hour 45 minutes. Okay, now let's go to the instructions to the candidates. Okay, so the first instruction is pull out the inserted answer booklet from the question paper. So you're expected to find a answer booklet from the question paper that you are given. Mostly it is found in the middle of the paper. Okay, so immediately you go on the middle of the paper, you're going to find this answer booklet. Okay, number 2, write your examination number, school or center name, and school or center code. So this school or center code you'll be provided with by the school, more especially the people who are in the careers masters section. The careers office, they will try to assist you with the details, so you do that. As you can see, there is no place where you're supposed to write your name, so don't write in your name on any of the papers. What is important is examination number, school or center name, or the name of the school or the center you're writing from, and the code, the school or center code, the code for the school you're writing from. Okay, once you have done that, then the next instruction is write your examination number on every page of the inserted answer booklet. So when you get the answer booklet, it will have a lot of pages, so make sure that you write on every page, you write your examination number. Okay, so this is important in case there is any unforeseen circumstance that leads to have your answer booklet detached. So it will help the markers to identify your exam number with you, the owner. If you don't do this, if such a thing happen, that means you're going to lose marks, because examiners or markers, they are not going to identify who the owner of the page that has got detached. So you make sure that you do as you are advised. Okay, instruction number 4 is there are 3 sections in this question paper. Section A, B, and C. Answer all the questions in all the 3 sections. So there are 3 sections here, and none of these sections have a question that you are supposed to leave out without answering. You answer all the questions in the paper. Okay, so there is no question that you leave out. Let's go to instruction number 4. There are 3 sections in this question paper. Section A and B. Oh, I've just read that. We go to instruction number 4.1. In section A, for each question, 4 suggested answers A, B, C, and D are given. Choose the best answer and mark it on the answer grid provided in the answer booklet. So when you get the answer booklet, you see that section A has got the answer grids. Like if you have got question 1, it has A, B, C, D. So that's where you're going to be indicating your answers. So you be careful as you indicate that. You make sure that you indicate the answer for question 1 on question 1 grid. Okay, so those answer grid, you check whether if you're answering question 1, you make sure that you write your answer on the answer grid which is on question 1. Okay, number 2, 4.2 easy. For section B and C, write all your answers in the space provided in the answer booklet. Okay, so that means section B will come with the answers. So you write your answers. You write your answers in section B. You get a pen and write your answers. There is nothing like you mark A or B. You write your answers. Okay. Then mostly section B is usually one word answer. Section C, there are some questions that invoke you to explain something, so you give short explanations. And in section B, if the question asks you to explain, you make sure you explain. Okay, now information for the candidates. Cell phones are not allowed in the examination room. So when you are going in an exam, you make sure that you don't go in with your cell phone. They are not allowed in an exam. If you do that, then that means you are practicing you are doing malpractice. Okay, you are practicing malpractice, and which is going to be an offense. Okay, so you don't have to be an offender for malpractices because the consequences are very harsh. So the Ministry of Education is trying to curb the issue of malpractice. So if you're found wanting, they will try to set you as an example to other learners. So that means the punishment might be even harsher than the way it should be. And this would definitely destroy your future. So those are the things you need to pay attention before you start writing an exam. And these, like information for the guardian, this is what you have to know before you go in an exam. Okay, so before we go to our section A, I'm saying let's go for a short break. After that, we'll go to section A. Please stay tuned and don't go away. Okay, welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us. We want to go to section A, and this section A is carrying 20 marks. So the instruction for this section is answer all the questions, mark your answers with a cross on the answer grid provided in the answer booklet. So you mark with a cross to indicate your correct answer. So that's what you need to do. Okay, let's go to question number 1. A software that can be bought in a shop is called dash software. So a software that can be bought in a shop is called dash software. So the correct answer for this one is B, which is off the shelf software. Okay, it's B, which is called off the shelf software. Okay, we go to question number 2. Which of the following can protect data being transferred on network? Okay, so the one that can protect the data being transferred on the network is encrypting. Okay, when we talk about backing up, this backing up is just saving a certain data online. Okay, if you have got photos in your laptop or computer or phone, then you may save these on another device. It can be online or just another device. You can save it in the on the CD. You burn those photos on the CD. You can save them in a memory card. So mainly, when you talk about backup, we're talking about having another copy on another storage instead in the computer only. Okay, so we go to question number 3, or we can also say saving. This one is definitely straightforward. Uploading, this is now you have something that you want to put online, then you start uploading it online. Okay, then saving, this is just you are saving a file. You can save it on the computer or anywhere else, whichever gadget you are using. Number 3, how many bytes are in the code 1011011? Okay, so they are 1. Okay, they are what? 1 bytes. Okay, which is D. Okay, we come to question number 4. Dash is a type of keyboard which contains fewer buttons and is used in special devices. Okay, dash is a type of keyboard which contains fewer buttons and is used in special devices. So the correct answer is C, which is keypad. Which is keypad. Keypad is the correct answer there. Okay, we come to question number 5. Which feature in a word process program is used to change selected sentences to capital letters on small letters? Okay, so which one is which feature in word process program is used to change selected sentences to capital letters or small letters? So we have A, change case, B, change letter, C, change change size, D, change word. The correct answer is A, change case. Okay, mainly it's going to be a small capital letter A and a big capital letter A and a small capital letter A. So when you place on the small capital letter A, it's going to change the sorry, it is when that I was talking about the size, but this one for changing, you see there will be a section that when you click there, it open and then it will bring lowercase, uppercase. So you go for uppercase or you go for lowercase. For uppercase, if you want capital letters. For lowercase, if you want the small letters. Okay, we go to question number 6. A type of network formed between a Bluetooth earpiece and a smartphone is a type of network formed between Bluetooth earpiece and a smartphone is this is C, which is personal area network. Local area network, no. Metropolitan area network, no. But personal area network. Okay. All right, we go to question number 7, which is the keyboard shortcut that allows a user to undo the command is to undo the last command is the keyboard shortcut that allows a user to undo the last command is Control Z. The correct answer is Control Z. Okay, so that's the correct answer. These they won't help, they won't make the it won't allow you to undo the last commandment. The one when you place Control plus Z at the same time, it's going to undo the last commandment. Okay, we go to question number 8. A pre-formatted document which is edited when creating a brochure or magazine is called a pre-formatted document which is edited when creating a brochure or magazine is called a, so this one is called a template. Okay, this is called a template. Okay, and let's see if you have got questions. So when you want to do something, you want to make something, then there is something that is made that you need to follow or use to come up with a new document with a certain format that is already pre-programmed or pre-made. Then we are going to call that as a template. Okay. All right, number 9, which of the following is not a benefit of introducing computer in a company? Which of the following is not a benefit of introducing computers in a company? Increasing the, so a number of workers. So what we want to look for is which of the following is not a benefit of introducing computers in a company. Okay, so if you have got if you bring in lot of computers in your company, what will be the benefit? Okay, a, number of workers, increasing the number of workers. Okay, b, production levels, increase the production levels. C, revenue levels, increase the revenue levels. D, increase the skills of workers. Okay, which one is not the benefit? So here we are talking about increasing. What will be increased? So the number of workers. When you bring in computers, that means it may even call for a reduction or in the number of workers. So there will be decrease in the number of workers immediately the computer comes in a company. So the number of workers cannot increase. Definitely A is the correct answer. Okay, however, let me go B, production, increase the production levels. Yes, when you have a computer, that means the output of work will be increased. There will be a lot of work that will be done in a space of short time. Increase the revenue levels. Yes, there will be a lot of income that will come because the computer simplifies work, so there will be a lot of work that will be done, and then as an end result there will be a lot of production that will take place. So if you make let me say, if you make documents or books, that means when you use computer you will produce more books. As the end result, there will be a lot of money that will be generated. So introduction of computers will make the company to generate a lot of income. Okay, increase the skills of the workers. Yes, the computer may provoke workers to learn new things. Okay, at the end of the day the skills of the learners will be increased. So this is true. The only answer which is not the benefit of introducing a computer in a company is increasing the number of workers. This is the opposite. Okay, we go to 10. In a spreadsheet program, which function adds up value in range of cells? Which in the spreadsheet program, which function adds up values in range of cells? Okay, so average function, no. Count function, no. if function, no. The correct answer is D, sum function. Okay, so average function is going to find the total, then you find the average of that. Okay, all right, we go to 11. I'm trying to beat time, so I don't want to waste a lot of time. I'm sure I should be in the range of 2 hours and 45. I shouldn't go beyond 2 hours. Okay, number 11, question number 11 is a software that is used to find information on the internet is called. A software that is used to find information on the internet is called a finder, no. B, search engine, nope. C, web engine, no. The correct answer is web browser. Okay, you use the web browser to find information on the computer. However, this one and this one, more especially search engine, um, may confuse you, but the correct answer is browser. The search engine, this is the engine you use for searching the information, while using the browser. Okay, we go to question number 12. What is the other term for website address? What is the other term for website address? Okay, A, uniform resource locator. Okay, let's go check others, but this one is the correct answer. Universal bus locator, no. Web page address, nope. Web page address, World Wide Web address, the correct answer is A. Okay, we go to question number 13. Multimedia applications are used in the following except. Multimedia applications are used in the following except. So when you talk about multimedia applications, we are talking about VLC. There are so many. Okay, so now what do we use this for? What is the other function we don't use? So creating of musical videos, yes, we use that for that. Production of audio files, yes. C, production of optical files. D, recording a video conference. This. D, recording a video conference. Okay, this can also work, but this one is the one which is totally not correct.
It's now 10 p.m.
Okay, so depending on the application you are using, it can perform different functions. And now with the way the technology is developing, you may find that some certain applications, they will have certain they have certain capabilities that is not yet included in the curriculum or described in the curriculum. So however, the correct answer is C, even though D seems to be also correct. Okay, now we go to 14. How can a user who spends a long time on a computer avoid a health risk? So how can you avoid a health risk when you spend a lot of time on the computer? A, by playing music. That is question number 14. By playing music using headphones. B, regular changing sitting positions. C, regular backup data. D, regular changing the computer. The correct answer is B, changing positions. Remember, the question is health risk to a person who is using a computer. So when you start playing music using the headphones for a long time, that could destroy your ears. And if you are regularly backing up data, you're not protecting yourself, but you are protecting the data that you are using. Okay, regular changing the computer, here there is no way you are protecting yourself. You are just changing the computer. Maybe you are protecting the computer. Okay, question number 15. In PowerPoint presentation, preview and display of slides is done in the view in the dash view. Okay, so A, note page. B, outline. C, slide sorter. D, slideshow. The correct answer is in B, outline. Okay, we come to question number 16. Computer actions such as calculators, changing of font colors, and deleting of text are examples of A, application, B, elements, C, processing, D, publishing. The correct answer is C, processing. You are processing the data. So when you're processing the data, during the processing of data, that's where you do all those things. Okay. We come to 17. The following are types of operating system except. The following are types of operating system except A, single user, B, real time, C, multitasking, D, end user. The end user is the person that is using a computer for a certain purpose. So the correct answer is this one is the one which is not the type of operating system, which is end user. Okay, we go to 18. Performing financial transactions such as money transfer using the internet is called A, eATM, B, e-banking, C, e-buying, D, e-deposit. Is called the performing financial transaction such as money transfer using the internet is called. So this one is e-banking. Okay. All right. Okay. We go to question number 19. Number 19 is, why is it not advisable to open unsolicited email? Okay, why is it not advisable to open an email, okay, which you don't know? So to avoid, that is question number 19, to avoid A, antivirus installing itself on a computer, no. B, user from sending open emails, no. C, malware from attacking data on a computer. This one might be correct. D, users from receiving open mails. No, the correct answer is C. We don't receive emails that we are not sure of because we are scared. We we don't open emails that we don't know where they are coming from and why those are sent to us, so that we can avoid malware from attacking data on a computer. So sometimes people will send you viruses in form of an email. So immediately you open it, your computer get affected. Okay, so question number 20. How are signals and information from a computer displayed for the user to see? Okay, how are signals and information from a computer displayed for the user to see through the, okay, so A, keyboard, no. B, monitor is correct. We see information and signals, whatever we're doing on the computer, through the monitor. Speaker, no. Viewer, no. Okay, so basically these were the answers for section A, which were at 20 questions. So we are going to go in section B. Before we go to section B, let's go for a short break. When we come back, we go and deal with the section B. Welcome back to section B. Section B is also carrying 20 marks. So let's go to the questions. Before we go to the questions, let's go through the instructions. Answer all the questions in this section by using one word or a short phrase. Write all your answers in the answer booklet provided. Okay, so let's go to the questions, but thank you so much for staying with us. Now let's go to question number 1. A monitor must be switched off after the dash switches off. Okay, so a monitor must be switched off after the dash switches off. Okay, so what do you switch off? Okay, here we are talking about a desktop which has a monitor, and what do you switch after, what do you switch before you switch off the monitor. Okay, so what we switch off is um, CPU. You switch off CPU. Okay, so what is CPU? Okay, so the other name for CPU is, or the CPU is just an abbreviation, but the full name of CPU is a central processing unit, central processing unit, or you can also call it system unit. Okay, so that is the full name of CPU. So central processing unit is abbreviated as CPU. Getting C and P, or getting C, P and U to form CPU, or you can still call it system unit. Okay, we come to question number 2. Okay, dash, sorry, the question, dash is a type of repetitive strain injury caused by typing for a long time on a keyboard, and dash is a danger posed by electrical wires that are not covered. Okay, so let me start with this space, the first space. So what is caused when you type for a long time is wrist pain. So if you type for a long time, you are going to have wrist pain. Okay, the wrist will start paining, and here the danger posed by electrical wire that are not covered. One is electrocution. Okay, so if you as a person who is using the computer and moving around where there are cables that are naked, you may end up being electrocuted. Once you be electrocuted, this means that you may end up die or suffer some injuries. Okay, if it's high voltage, you may end up die. The other thing that can be caused by naked cables is uh, electric fire. Okay, they can be electric fire, and also they can be also damage of the devices that is computers. The computers may also be damaged if there is a spark. It's likely that the motherboard of the computers might even be bent. Okay, so that means your computers may even get damaged. Okay, we go to question number 3, which is dash converts hard copy into soft copy. Well, dash converts soft copy into hard copy. Okay, so let's talk about changing hard copy into soft copy. What can we use to change hard copy into soft copy? The first thing we use to convert hard copy into soft copy, number 1 is printer. Okay, printer. Okay, we can use printer to change hard copy into soft copy. The other thing is we can also use barcode reader to also to change hard copy into soft copy, and we can also use digital camera. Okay, so we can use these things to change hard copies into soft copies. Okay, let me just do this. Maybe. Okay. Okay, so we can use these things to change hard copies into soft copies. So I'm going to put these words. So what they want you to write, you can just write one of these three. You can either write printer, you can either write printer, barcode reader, or digital camera. So I've given you three answers. Those are the three things you can use for converting hard copies into soft copies. Okay, excuse me. Now we go to this one. Which one can we use to convert soft copies into hard copies? The first one is in printer. Okay. What did I write? Here on the first one, I wrote printer. Sorry, that was a mistake. It should be scanner. What? I'm even wondering. Okay, it should be scanner. Sorry, it should be scanner. So to change to convert hard copies into soft copies, we can either use scanner, barcode reader, digital camera for changing hard copy into soft copy. But for changing soft copy into hard copy, we can use printer. Okay, we can use printer. We can use printer as well as plotter. Okay, I hope or plotter. I hope we have gotten the answers. So these are the answers for this one. You can either write printer or plotter. Here you can use scanner to change hard copy into soft copy, or you can use barcode reader, okay, or you can use digital camera. Okay, we come to question number 4. A crime of harassing, mocking, and insulting others using internet is called, okay, so the crime is called cyber bullying. Okay, cyber bullying. Okay, it's called cyber bullying. If you are insulting people on the internet, using abusive language towards them, using bad comments that brings them down, then what you're doing is cyber bullying. Okay, we go to number 5. Dash is a computerized teller station in a supermarket where customers pay for goods. Dash is computerized teller station in a supermarket where customers pay for goods, and that one is called point of sales. Okay, it's called point of sales. Okay, point of sale Okay, point of sale. That is the name given to a computerized teller station. Okay, we come to question number 6. 3 elements of fonts used in desktop publishing are dash, comma, dash, and font size. So we are given one of it, which is font size. So the other two are one, font face, FF. Let me just drag it a bit. Okay, and the other one is font style. Font style. Okay, the other one is font style. Okay, so these are the 3 elements of fonts used in desktop publishing. Okay, we come to number 7. Dash is the global system of interconnected computer networks. Dash is the system of interconnected computer system. The correct answer is internet. The correct answer is internet. Okay. Internet. Okay, internet is the global system of interconnected computer networks. Okay, we come to number 8. In Excel, columns are labeled by letters. Okay, so columns are labeled by letters. Okay, and rows are labeled by numbers. Okay, they are labeled by numbers. Okay, we come to question number 9. How can a computer be protected from damage caused by electrical fire? So the first thing you need to do, one, by if you want to protect your computers, one, you can use by using amps. Okay, these amps, they can help to protect the computer. The other thing is by switching it off when it's not in use. Switching it off when it's not in use. When it's not in use. Okay, unless if there is something like you're using the computer to download something and then you leave it on, you're not using it but it's downloading something or it's updating itself. Okay, so that is indirect being used, but if it's totally not being used, make sure you switch off the computer. And the third one, remember, they just want you to write one answer, so you can see the mark is 1. So the other one, we can protect your computer is by using insulated cables. So you use cables with insulators. You use insulated cables. These, they're going to help you to protect your computer. Okay, we go to question number 10. A dash is a folder inside another folder. So a folder that is inside another folder is called the sub folder. It's called sub folder. Okay, so a folder inside the folder is called sub folder. Okay, we come to question number 11, which is, apart from item identification, the other use of barcode is. So the other use of barcode, I'm going to write the use. Okay, one is for tracking the item. So you can use the barcode to track items. Okay, so to track items, or we can also say or products. Okay, this happens in, for instance, if you purchase something somewhere, you buy it maybe from USA, you buy it from China, you are going to be able to track your parcel using this barcode. Okay, then the other one is you can also use barcode uh, to do inventory. Okay, to do inventory. So like if you have got a shop, you want to check things. Okay, space there, and I'm sure the word inventory won't be seen there. So let me just drag this side so that, okay, what did I write? Inventory. Okay, inventory. Okay, and you can use it for inventory to check the items you have. You can use the barcode to do that, and also to do a stock record, inventory and stock 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 record. Okay, okay, so I've said tracking items or product, inventory and stock record. Okay, so we can also, oh, stock record control, very good. So like um if you want to check what is in the shop, or how much you still have, uh, you see how much money you have through those items, you can use the barcodes to help you that. So you can say control. Okay, very good. Yeah, okay, so then the other thing, remember there are so many uses of a barcode, so I'll just sample three, then you can pick one from those. Okay, so the other one is we can say authentication users. So you can use it for authentication users. Okay, so mainly those are the three uses of barcodes. Okay, so you can write any of those, I'm sure. Okay, I'm sure it's going to help. We go to the next question. Dash is a copy of an email sent to a second recipient without the knowledge of the first recipient. So this one is called blind copy. Okay, so blind copy is an email you send to the second person or recipient without the first one knowing. Okay, it's called the blind copy. What has happened? Okay, okay, so okay, so let me just see. Okay, it's called blind copy. Sorry for that. Okay, it's called blind copy. So a blind copy is a copy of an email sent to a second person without the knowledge of the first recipient. Okay, we go to question 13. In a spreadsheet is used for dash. Okay, so this is used for when you want to find the sum. So we can say it's used for summation. Okay, so like if you have items that you need to find the total, then you come here, it will help you to sum. You find the that's why you find the summation is, so when you enter this, then to give you the total of what you have done in the spreadsheet. Okay, and this one is for search. Okay, it's for search, so that one is used for search. Okay, that is the symbol for search. This one, okay, that is summation, and this one for search. Okay, we go to 14. A network which connects computers in 3 towns is called 1. Okay, it's called 1. Okay, a device that is used by artists to produce freehand drawing is called. So the device that can be used to produce freehand drawing is called. So one, we have digitize, digitizer. Okay, then okay, digitizer, let me just drag this a bit. Digitizer, we have pen tablet, okay, so they want one question, they want one answer, so I'm just going to give you 2 answers, but you can also explore other ones. They are not just these 2, so I'm sure these 2 are enough for now, unless if you have got questions, then you can ask and I'll be able to bring out all of them. For now, these are the answers. These, since they are giving 1 mark, so having 2 answers will also do. Okay, so basically these were the answers that were expected in section B. So thank you so much for staying with me up to this far end. Now we want to cross to section C, but before we do that, let's go for a short break and I'll catch you later on the other side of the Welcome back for section C, and as you can see in section C, this section is carrying 30 marks. So as you can see in section A, section A was carrying 20 marks, section B 20 marks, and section C is carrying 30 marks. Altogether, that makes up 30 marks or 70 marks for the entire paper. So 20 marks in section A, 20 marks in section B, and 30 marks in section C. So this, when you add the 20 from section A, 20 from section B, and 30, you're going to get 70 marks. Okay, so in this section C, there are 5 questions in this section. So there are 5 questions in this section. Answer all the questions in the answer booklet provided. So there is provision in the answer booklet for these answers, for your answers from this section, so make sure you make use of that. Never should you write your answers on this question paper. Okay, so let's go to question number 1, which is the COVID pandemic has caused schools to adopt the use of information and communication technology, which is ICT, in the learning and teaching process. Okay, so you have seen immediately there was the COVID-19 pandemic. You saw a lot of teachers opting to come online. Example is me. I've been here for some time and we have been teaching. Okay, this was caused by COVID-19, and we felt like you are learners, you'll be left behind in terms of studies. So we felt like, what other ways are we going to use to make you catch up? So online learning came in place. Okay, so let me not say much, but we all know, even if you are not in grade 9, you are in grade 6, 7, but we are aware that this pandemic brought a different way of learning, which has been so beneficial. For me, I've seen that it has been beneficial. So let's go to question number 1A. What term describes the learning done using ICT? Okay, so the term, how do we call learning using ICT? So when we are learning using ICT, we call that e-learning. So you can write it as e-learning. Okay, e-learning, or you can still call it as computer-based learning. We can also call it as, let me just put a comma, we can also call it as computer based learning or better still we can call it online learning. Online learning. Okay, so these are the three words you can refer to learning using ICT. You can call it e-learning or computer-based learning, or we can still call it online learning. Okay, so this is where you learn from the internet. Okay, you use the internet to access learning materials. Okay, now we come to, let me just drop it down here so that, okay, we come to question number B. Give two advantages of using ICTs. Okay, what are the advantages of using ICT? Okay, give two advantages of using ICT, okay, in terms of learning. So basically what is there is when you're in a class, you are learning, the teacher will move at his own pace. He will try to catch up with learners that are lagging behind, but even that effort sometimes, depending on the enrollment levels, let me say the number of learners in class, that also become a factor. And if you are behind, the teacher will try to come back for you and then go ahead. However, that is not enough for someone who is behind. Maybe he needs maybe the lesson to be taught again. The teacher should reteach the topic. So that will be very difficult for the teacher to learn. And if the teacher is trying to finish up the syllabus, that means those who remain behind will ever remain behind. But with the introduction of e-learning, that will give an opportunity to a student to catch up. Okay, so he can catch up. Why? Because he will be learning at his pace or her pace. Okay, so the advantage of learning through ICT is you learn at your pace, at your own pace. So you learn at your pace, at your own pace. So learning, okay, so we can say you learn at your own pace. And from you, my viewers, I would encourage you to use ICT for learning, because one thing I've discovered with the learning using ICT, most of the time when we're going to school, we just go to school because the time is for us to go to school. Okay, whether your mood is, you don't want the mood is of not going to school, but because it's 6 hours on Monday, you have to go to school, and there's no choice, you dress up and you go to school. But with e-learning, when you decide to learn using the internet, that means your mood want to know, your brain is prepared to learn something. That's the way I've seen it to be more advantageous, because as a person who's trying to learn, you learn when you want to, and that becomes more effective. You even fully understand, because if the video is not satisfying you, it's not satisfying your curiosity, you try to search for another video that will make you understand well, then the learning will take place. So that is the other thing I've noted as well with e-learning. That's the other thing I appreciate. Apart from that, learning at your own pace, using e-learning, you can, okay, you can learn anywhere, anywhere and any time. Did I say and? It should be at any time. Let me just say you can learn anywhere at any time. I didn't even write at any time. So with e-learning, you don't have to have an infrastructure where you're going to sit for you to learn. You can be on transit going somewhere in a bus, you can still learn. You can be anywhere. There is nowhere, anywhere. Wherever you are, you can learn using internet. So that's the beauty of this. So and then the other advantage is you can still learn something over and over. Your teacher cannot teach you 20 times on the same topic, but with e-learning you can watch the video over and over until you understand. Okay, so this is what us human teachers cannot do for you. We can't teach you 20 times. So basically that is the other advantage. You learn anywhere at any time. Okay, and then to access the lesson, it's easier. All you have to do, if you have got gadgets to take you onto internet, if you have got gadgets that can help you to go on internet, that means you just have to research and find the topic you want. Okay, that's the other advantage, is easier to research. So we are saying easier to research. It is easier to research. So it is easier to research on the internet. So if you are just conversant on how to write and type on a gadget, then it's easier for you to research on the internet. Okay, so it's easier to research. So okay, let me put on the internet. Okay, it's easier to research on the internet. Whatever you want, you just go on the internet and research and you find it. So it is easy compared to when you're looking for the information in the books. For you to find where it is, even if the content is there, sometimes you find that you have a book that has no content page, then that can be a challenge. Okay, so we go to question number C, which is give one way a teacher could give lessons using ICT during the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic. How can a teacher give a lesson during this COVID-19 pandemic? So you can give a lesson during the pandemic by using internet. You use internet, okay? Using internet, internet using internet through through social media platforms. Okay, so you can use Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all those platforms. You can use them to deliver a lesson. Apart from that, you can also use the Zoom for your class. So you can use all these different platforms to deliver a lesson to the learners. Okay, so you can also use radio. You can go to radio station. You can use using radio. Okay, you go to a radio station and then you present a lesson. The children will follow you. As long as there is an arrangement with your learners, then you can present your lesson using that. Okay, so you can also use presentations. You can use presentations. Okay, you can also use presentations. So as you can see, they just want you to state one, but I've given you three, so you can pick one from there. Okay, so those were the correct answers. However, there are many ways a teacher can give a lesson to the learners using ICTs. Okay, then we come here, we say question D is mention two disadvantages of learning using ICT. Okay, so anything that is, there is nothing that has only positives without negatives. So using of internet, using ICT for delivering lessons has also come with some repercussions. So some of the disadvantages of using ICT to deliver lessons are, so let me just write them down here. One, maintenance is expensive, like buying bundles. Okay, maintenance is expensive, e.g. buying bundles. So if you want to learn, if your learners want to learn, and if you as a teacher you want to teach, that means you need to buy bundles so that you can go live, and or you can go live on a social platform and deliver the lessons. Then also pupils, for them to access your lessons, they should buy bundles. So that means it's expensive to maintain it. Let me say it's expensive to maintain e.g. buying bundles. Although these network providers are trying to minimize to make it cheaper, but it's still expensive to a common Zambian who has parents that do not work. It's very difficult for them to access this, and parents also to buy bundles maybe on daily basis or weekly basis, looking at the economy. So it tends to be very expensive. Even if you have enough money, that means this kind of learning will try to get the money that was allocated or that can be used for different things and use it for buying bundles in order to access the lesson, okay, or deliver a lesson. The other thing is gadgets that are supposed to be used for delivering this or receiving a lesson from using ICT are expensive. So we can say gadgets to use are expensive. Expensive. Okay. You find that phones that can help you, cameras or computers that can help you to as a teacher to deliver lessons, and gadgets that can help a pupil to receive the lessons using ICT platforms. You find that these are very expensive. They cost a lot of money that is not easy to find. Okay, or they can be easy but they're expensive. That means they are going to take some money away from families that can be used for other developmental programs for the family. Okay, so that is the other disadvantage. And then it also brings limited interaction between the learner and the the teacher. Okay, there is limited interaction between the learner and the teacher. So this could be like limited interaction between the teacher and the pupils. Okay, limited interaction between the teacher and the pupils. So these are some of the disadvantages that that can come with the that comes with the ICT, or delivering lessons or learning through ICTs. So they want to, as you can see, there is two mark there. I've given you three. So from these three, you can pick two. Okay, so here when you talk about limited interaction between the teacher and the learners, you may find that the teacher is delivering a lesson, more especially when webcams are not in use. You find that the learners whom the teacher is trying to teach, they are not even concentrating. Maybe they are even doing something else. Okay, this can also be a challenge, but if children are focused, they know what they want, then this could be one of the best one of the best interventions to curb poor performances in schools, because this can help you to catch up. After your teacher teaches, even if you have not fully understood, you still have some time and access the same video and go through it, watch it all over again, and then until you understand. So otherwise, it's a good move to have e-learning. It's really helping. As for me, I found it as a best solution that can help us to curb poor performance, or let me say, I don't want where okay, let me not use the word dull, but let me say for those slow learners, this is a good opportunity for them to catch up, not to be left behind. Otherwise, there is no child who is poor. If there is who is dull, sorry, there is no child who is dull. If you have been told by your parents or anyone else has told you to say that you are dull, there is no one who is dull. If you just pay attention to lessons, you are going to do well, even better than the people who may be deemed as intelligent. The only thing is, some people they are slow in understanding. Maybe some people they want maybe to be taught twice or thrice for them to understand. So this online learning has come to cover up that gap. So if you want to learn by, maybe if something should be said thrice or more than thrice, then you can just use the videos online and watch them, and then understand the topics and perform well in an exam. Okay, let's go to question number 2. Complete the following table by filling in the missing device name and uses. Okay, so this is the device we have here. When it comes to the use, we are told used for input when playing games. So what do we call this when you're playing games? Okay, So this one is called joystick. It's called joystick. Joystick. Okay. This is called a joystick. Okay. We come to this one. B. I don't want to waste your time. Let's fill in this one first. This is a microphone. So this one is C, microphone. Microphone. Okay, what is the function of microphone? Okay, so the function of microphone is the one that helps us to put the to capture the sound. It helps us to capture the sound, which is put in the computer system. Okay, it helps us to put the sound into the computer system and then be processed. Okay, so we're saying so what is the function? Capture to capture the sound to capture the sound to capture the sound into the computer. Okay, so if you want to put sound in the computer, definitely using a microphone is the best way you can do that. So you use the microphone to capture the sound into the computer. Okay, we come to this one, which is called webcam. What is the function of the webcam? So the webcam can be used to capture the pictures and the videos, and it can be also used as a one of the security CCTV. It can also be used as CCTV to capture the events that are taking place, so that if there is need to maybe there is something that has happened and then people want to see what happened and what caused what happened, then they can go to CCTV. Or even for security reasons, if there are some people have come, maybe they have broke into your house or your office where there is CCTV, it will help to record and identify those people that broke into your office. So one, we can say a webcam is also used as security system. We can say one, it is used as a security system security system security system as CCTV. Okay, as CCTV. Okay, like I said earlier on, this one is going to help you to the webcam will record everything that is happening. So if there is need for you to go and check what took place, to count check what took place, then you can use the webcam using the webcam as a CCTV for security system. Okay, the other thing is like I said earlier on, you can also use the webcam to capture the video, and so we can say to capture the video or pictures. Okay, to capture videos or pictures. So that's what we use webcam for, is to capture pictures, and also can be used as in security system. Okay, so we go to question number 3. Okay, question number 3, we have got this question. USB is common USB is a common feature on many devices. Okay, USB is a common feature on many devices. What do the letters USB stand for? Okay, what do the letters USB stand for? Okay, so USB stand for Universal Serial Bus. So we can say stands for Universal Serial Bus. Okay, that is what USB stand for. Okay, Universal Serial Bus. Okay, so that one is carrying 2 marks. Okay, we come to question number 2. Mention 2 devices on which USB is used. Devices. This should be 3 marks. Where we see USB ports, which devices have those USB ports? Okay, so we can talk about lot of things. We have got let me talk about we can find USBs on keyboards, one keyboard. Okay, the other things we can have MP3 players, so we can have MP3 players. Okay, MP3 players. We can also talk about in fact computer itself. We can also have digital cameras. So there are a lot that have got that. I'm going just to give you 3 since they want you to give 2, so I'll give you 3. So I can say digital cameras. Okay, these should be 3 marks because we usually see USB ports on different devices, so you can pick those and mention them. Those will be the correct answers. So I'm going to put the answers here since I want to make sure that they are clear to everyone. Okay, then we say state 2 advantages of USB.
It's now 12 a.m.
Okay, two advantages of using USB. The first one is we have seen radios, we have seen computers that have got USB ports, and what I've noted with these USB ports, anyone can use these USB ports. If he has a flash and he has a TV that has got a USB port, they just insert the USB port and use the flash on the TV. Okay, what I've now noted is that this one doesn't need experts. Okay, doesn't need experts to come and use this USB. Like if you want to watch a video, if you want to use it, it does not need experts, so it can be used by anyone. Okay, so we can say no expertise expertise needed to connect USB, okay, to a device. Okay, so that means if you want to use this service, you don't need to have an expert to use your USB, okay, USB drive, or to use the USB port. Okay, the other one is when you are using USB, it easily detect, okay, it easily detect the USB. Okay, when you bring the USB drive and the USB port, you put them together, you don't need to make any adjustment, whether hardware or software. You don't immediately, if the USB drives are in the computer or they're in the device, you don't need to do anything. Immediately you connect it, the device will detect that the USB port is in use. So it's just one advantage is ability to detect and figure out uh, the ability to automatically detect and configure the USB. So one, ability to detect and configure automatically. Okay, to configure automatically, there is no need for you to do anything. As long as the drives are in, immediately you put the USB there, it will just detect as soon as possible. Okay, then the other one is it also allows peripherals devices to connect. Okay, so the other one is um, um, it is a technology that allows peripherals devices to connect. Okay, so those are the three advantages. So you pick two of these and write them there. So one, no experts needed to connect USB to the device. Ability to detect and configure automatically. It is technology that allows peripheral devices to connect. So these are the three advantages of a USB. Okay, so this is why it is being used. The USB ports and the USB drive are commonly used nowadays. Okay, because they don't need an expert to use them. They don't need you to be an expert to use them, and they have got ability to detect and configure automatically. That makes it easier. You immediately put it, you don't have to do anything. It will just detect and configure itself automatically, which makes our job easy. It is a technology that allows to connect peripheral devices. Okay, so now we go to question number 4. Okay, question number 4, we have got this pen. The following diagram shows an electronic pen fitted with several devices. Okay, so this is a stylus that is has got also different things. Okay, so which part of the pen is for inserting a removable memory card? Okay, so where you put the removable memory card is on SD slot. So where you put your memory card is on SD slot. Okay, that's where you put your memory card. Okay, on SD slot. Okay, then we come to number B. State two ways. Okay, state two ways. So let me talk about this port. This port, you can put also the on port. You can also use USB port. You can also use it for putting the memory card. If you have got a memory card reader, you can also use that for putting a memory card. So you can also store, you can also add to this answer, we can say also USB port. Okay, on USB port. Okay, USB port. If you have got a memory card reader, I'm sure you are very conversant with this, then you can put. Okay, then we come to question number B. State two ways data can be transferred from the pen to a desktop computer. Okay, so how can we transfer this into a computer? So one, we can transfer it by connecting USB port. So connecting USB by using a USB cable which will be connected to the computer. Okay, so we can use using USB ports. Okay, you can use a USB port. Okay, comma. The other one is okay. The other one is by using the uh, memory card. You also use the memory card by using memory card. You can also use memory card. You can also use the Wi-Fi port. Okay, so those are the three ways you can use. So Wi-Fi port, USB port, memory card, and Wi-Fi port. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so now we come to question number 3. What data will the microphone input in the pen? Okay, microphone, what data is it going to input there? So that one can be a microphone, like I said earlier on, it's a sound. Okay, sound, which can also be referred as audio. Okay, so you can use the microphone to put sound, which is also called audio. Give one advantage of having a digital camera together with the microphone on the pen. Okay, on the pen, microphone on the pen. Okay, so give one advantage of having a digital camera together with the microphone on the pen. Okay, so one advantage is that you'll be able to record video and audio. Okay, you can able to record a video that is that has got sound. So the camera will be recording the video and the microphone will be recording the audio or the sound. That means at the end of the day, you're going to have a product that has captured the visual and the audio. Okay, so we can say camera will capture a video well. Camera will capture the video well. Microphone will capture sound. Okay, so the microphone will capture sound, and the camera will capture the video. Okay, so those were the answers. Now we go to the last question, which is question 5. Many organizations uses networks. So the question is, state 2 advantages of using a network. 2 advantages of using a network. One advantage why using network is good. One, it can help you to share resources. Okay, so for instance, you want to share resources like books that you can use. So what you can do is you can like create a WhatsApp, and then you share those kind of documents, which you are doing now. Okay, so it also helps you to share resources. So if it's in a company, you want to share the data. For instance, let me say it's a setup of a bank. There are some documents that the bank manager has to sign on. So after the accountant do whatever he was doing, then he sends to the bank manager using the internet, and then using the network, then the bank manager will see that document with these gadgets that has come on board, where you can sign on just using the screen. Before you print out, you can even put a signature. Then you sign on the documents, and then it's printed out with a signature. So you can share those resources using network. And the other thing is you can also share tasks. Okay, so you can share resources, then you can also share tasks. Okay, so if there is a work to be done, you can use the network to share the work that is supposed to be done, and without you going even to someone's office, you share the task and they do um, um, the work. And then the other thing is it also increases the cost efficiency. So for instance, or let me say, before I come to cost, let me say it makes communication easier. So it makes communication 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 it makes communication easier. Okay, so if in the company you have got a network, it will make communication easier, because if the boss wants you in the office, he will just get the phone and call you, and then you come to the office and talk. Or sometimes you are very far that you cannot come in the office, you can still receive instructions through a cell phone, through email, through WhatsApp, and those things works with those things work with the internet. So that is the other thing. Okay, so we come to question. Remember, they just want 2, so I've given you 3, so you can pick 2 among 3 answers I've given you. Name a device used on a network to connect to the internet. A device used Name a device used on a network to connect to the internet. So the device that you can use to connect to the internet. One is the first one is router, okay, or others they are saying they call it router, okay. Whichever pronunciation, remember we meet in spelling, that is router or router. And the other one is you can use you can use hotspot from your phone. So you can use hotspot from your phone, as well as you can also use modem. Okay, you can use modem. So among those three I've given you, you can pick one, okay, because they just want one. So from the three I've given you, you can pick one. Which one? You name a device used on a network to connect to internet. So router, hotspot, modem, all these three are correct. So you can just write one. Okay. Mention one resource in an organization that can be shared on a network. Okay. One thing that can be shared, one thing that can be shared is um, network interface card. So you can also share network interface card. So you can say network interface card. Okay, network interface card. The other one is we can also share the printer. Okay, so you can share the printer. Okay, the other one is you can also share the software you're using. You can also share the software. Okay, so basically I've given you three. So those are the one of those three things I've given you. You can mention them. Then we come to question number D of 5. What is meant by the term intranet? Okay, so what is referred by intranet? Intranet, okay. Okay, so what we refer intranet, let me write just here. So we're saying intranet is a computer network based on internet technology that is designed to meet the internal needs for sharing information within a single organization or company. Okay, so that is the answer. Where did I end? Technology that is designed to meet Okay, so we're saying um, intranet is a computer network based on internet technology that is designed to meet the internal needs for sharing information within a single company or organization. Okay, so okay, organization. Okay, so that is the correct answer. What is meant by the term intranet? So we're saying intranet is a computer network based on internet technology that is designed to meet the internet needs for sharing information within a single company or organization. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. We have come to the end of this paper. If you have got comments, if you have got suggestions, these are possible answers. If you have got some comments on the answers we have given, please, will be great to be advised or listen to your advice. But otherwise, these are the possible answers, and they are the answers that examiners were expecting from you learners to write. So like I said earlier on, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. It has been easy learning Z mathematics. The future is bright. See you in the next video, and God